Hi. Hi. Describe the world in 5 words or less. Chaotic fun and planned boredom. 2024 was chaotic and also kind of boring. It was like, I don't even remember most of it. It's kind of crazy to me that, like, I traveled and I did things, but I honestly, I don't remember. So let's talk about it. What did I focus on and why? I focused on work and becoming this great success in my family because I felt like in order to make my life feel like not a waste of living, I had to push myself physically and mentally. 2024. January 1st, I spent in a Paris Airbnb on New Year's Eve. And now it's January yet again, and I'm watching an Instagram reel of my ex spending the end of 2024 in Italy with his wife. This year is really getting to me, huh? What emotions represent this past year? Lonely, passionate, drowsy, and adventurous. There's been more than enough tears and smiles to go around this year and the last few years, if we want to be completely honest. I've never felt less connected to myself, which is really sad to think about as I'm saying it out loud. I never felt like I didn't know who I was before, or maybe I've always felt like this and I'm just now becoming aware of it. I don't know. Rate the year on a scale of 1 to 10. 7. Because I did some traveling. Because I was more scared of the people in the world than the world itself. Because I dived into work and school above everything else. I took it so seriously and it fatigued me so much that it physically hurt. Who left my life in the past year and why? The people I grew up with are no longer in my life in more ways than one. Um, it's really sad, but I lost my aunt to ALS early on January 29th, not long after I bought her a knitted hat from my travels in Italy. It broke me for a long time. COVID had taken my wit and my memory, but 2024 took a part of my family. It was hard. I'm grateful for the friends of all different levels of relationships we have. I have tons of friends, childhood friends, new friends, friends in different places, and I'm glad that I get to be friends with them in any sort of relationship I get to have with them. I know that I lost a lot of friends along the way as well, to complications with our relationship and drama and all of that fun stuff that you deal with when you're young and stupid, honestly. I worked so hard to make a difference and I feel like I made one in several people's lives. I tried new things in new places. I talked to strangers, which if you know me, you know I barely talk to the people I know. When your business is falling down, you do anything to build it back up. I feel like that was one of my biggest challenges and biggest accomplishments. Favorite experience this past year? I'm on the trip of a lifetime. I'm currently still on that trip. I am in Paris right now. Well, I'm on the outside of Paris, a few minutes away, really, by train. I got to experience the world. Not a lot of people get to say that they did that, and I am grateful that I can say I've rode on a train, on a plane, on a boat, in a car. I've walked a lot. I walked the streets I only dreamed of. I honestly have dreamed of traveling for the longest time, and I am so honored that I get to experience this with lovely people and meet lovely people, and hopefully I get to do this again with more lovely people. Did I make good decisions regarding my relationships, my family, my partner, my friends? I think I did. I think I kept a good amount of people away from me, and those that I admire close. Yeah. I stopped texting or answering my phone calls, including for so-called friends and long-distance relatives as well. I stopped posting on social media, and I stopped watching or reading things that I enjoyed. Um, yeah, yeah. How would I rate my personal life? I didn't make many friends this year. I kept to myself and only myself. Sometimes I feel as though I pretend even around my family I live with. That's too true to not say out loud. It's too true. I feel like I always have to be funny. I always have to be smart. I always have to be responsible. I always have to be this or that. And sometimes it's just tiring, and I get so tired, and I get fed up with myself for pretending to be that person. Time felt like nothing at that moment, and I had become depressed, which happened many, many times that year. I struggled with it into January, and I would probably struggle with it some more. It's my mental health. It's diagnosed. It's a problem. But let's continue. My year's greatest hits. Kehlani, Jhené Aiko, I hope I'm saying that right, Joyner Lucas. I listen to a lot of different genres, but these people have come up a lot for me, just because of the emotions that I had to endure this past year. And yeah, I just feel like these are some people that I loved listening to. I had to really take a step back and enjoy the things that were worth enjoying, and sit and be upset about the things that were worth being upset. And I know that this sounds easy, and it sounds like it is the most simple advice, but it's not easy. And it might be simple, but it's not easy. Just feeling what you need to feel in the moment that you're feeling it can go a long way. 10 things I'm grateful for. What person isn't deep down grateful for their family? I am surface level grateful for my family. Like, it's so clear as day, easy to see that I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my dog. That is a big one. I am grateful for Kalaya, my husky. She is everything to me. I'm grateful for the shows and videos I watch to escape the real world. I'm hoping that this video will help others escape the world that they're trapped in and get a glimpse into my world and bring peace to you and comfort to you. I'm grateful for tea because it has always warmed and calmed me. Tea is my favorite beverage, and there's lots of different types of tea that I've tried. I love almost all of them, and I'm grateful for my beliefs. That is enough said. Biggest lesson learned. I learned that work and rest can be equal, but they don't have to be equal for you to be happy or accomplished. My dad taught me that. My dad taught me that if you work and you play equally, you won't always feel good about yourself. And that doesn't mean you have to work more than you play. It just means that work and play go hand in hand, but they're not always the same. I loved the games and the seconds I spent laughing. I loved happy minutes that passed that made me feel something, even if it felt like it wasn't real. I had too much arguing and bickering in my life scattered throughout the year, but the people that were still here made me better, and I could only hope that I made them better too. I had too many upsets and too many internal dilemmas to worry about 24/7 that the time I hadn't even realized existed, where I smiled and enjoyed myself in the company of others or just the solitude of my own being, was never taken for granted. How do you feel about last year? It was longer than the years previous. It was harder to wake up and live each day as if it didn't happen just as it was the day before. It had its fiery moments where things lit up like a path full of excitement. I rode the ups and downs and never gave up when things got too low, but kept my head from getting stuck in the clouds. I would definitely get off the medication that stumbled me. I would plan more trips and not be such a pushover at work. Yeah, yeah. I was on intense medication for many disorders and diagnosis. Diagnosi? Diagnosi? Diagnoses? Anyway, but I got through that and I'm super proud of myself for doing that. I would plan more trips because I actually went on a trip. Like I said, I was in Paris for New Year's, and it was one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life. So I'm definitely going back to Europe, and I would definitely do it over. And as far as not being a pushover, that's just my fault. I want to do so much, and I want to help, and I want to take charge and show leadership skills and just express my ideas to people, that sometimes I realize that I'm spreading myself too thin in an environment that should be making me happy. So, I started many projects this year, from painting, photography, filmmaking, writing, starting this channel. I'm an artist, and without my songs, my creations, my art, I feel lost in this world. And that's how I felt this year. I felt very, very lost. Like I said, I felt like I didn't even know who I was. And part of that came from me not doing art, not creating, not being able to express myself. What is the boss level challenge I faced this year? That is a good question. My job strains my energy, and I worry about my mental health because I know it can't just be fixed with a spa day and a bandage. I think that's why I'm so serious about mental health awareness. How would I rate my mental health in the past year? I reflect on how numb I felt this year, but the excitement that broke through the rainy days created something positive in me, something I didn't think was possible anymore. I grabbed hold of it and held it tight. But as the year came to an end, I found that my way of expression was fading. It faded so hard and fast, I wondered if I ever could see it again. But I tried and tried and tried so very hard to keep it, and I think that it heard me begging for it not to go away. It came in small urges, but none that were large enough to actually make me get anything done. It's unfortunate, but 2024, am I right? Which goals did I not achieve? I failed. I failed many times over, and I failed hard. I started a segment that I will probably never post, where I learned 13 languages in a year. Or should I say, I tried to learn 13 languages in a year. But the year got in the way. Life got in the way. I got in the way. I intend on trying again once I am ready and succeeding in my attempt next time. I made many films I am not proud of, even though they ended up being pretty good. I just wish they could be better, honestly, and felt so stuck that I tilted my head back in the quicksand. But somehow I found tranquility and hope at the untouchable bottom. I tried to do too much too soon, too many times, which I'm pretty sure anyone could relate to. And it showed in my lack of accomplishments. But why do attempts not count as a sign of pride? I'm proud of my attempts. My attempts at languages and the art of violin, my attempts at becoming vocal in my own way. I tried my best, and though time got the better of me, I know that I can achieve my dreams with a new strategy and a new year. I learned that I have great endurance, just maybe need to work on the stamina a little bit, just a little bit when it comes to chaos. As you can probably hear in the background, there's always, always, always chaos around me. And sometimes I let that influence um my need for a distraction. I wouldn't say that I failed miserably or that I didn't do everything that I set out to do, but I definitely would say that I wanted to succeed in ways that I just didn't this year. I think that this year was challenging, for sure. I think every year is challenging, and I think that there's a lot of things that good came out of this year. You can find the good in things. I think that if you're just patient and kind to yourself, those challenges can become less of a weight. What were the bad habits I left behind? I stopped waking up so early to the point where my day ended early as well. I stopped pushing myself in directions I knew I couldn't gain anything from, and I stopped letting myself get in the way of relationships that could have bettered me as a person. Anyway, this last year I had bought more books than I could mentally read. I have bookshelves and bookshelves and bookshelves and bookshelves of books that I have not gotten to. In total, I read about 4.5 books this year, starting pretty late in the year, I would say, but spaced it out pretty fairly, including the Prison Healer series, the Poppy War, and half of Babel by R.F. Kuang, which I intend on finishing. It's really a good book. I just haven't gotten around to it. So, I want nothing more than adventure and love and change and creation for 2025. These are the things that I set out to achieve. I want to create more short films that mean something and some that are just visually interesting or funny to watch. I want to work out every day in one way or another. I want to quit sugar and eat better. I want to drink water if I can. I'm allergic to water. I physically can't drink water by itself. I want to drink healthier options. I want to take my vitamins and supplements that will better my currently messy health. I want to read and write more. I want to draw and paint more. I want to be confident with filming for my channel and my social medias. I want to save money better. I want to stop thinking that I need to get everything that I see in that moment. It will still be there. It will still be there. It's fine. I want to grow closer to Jehovah. I want to study my languages and make goals that are attainable. I want to be pretty and smell nice and work hard and be creative and smart and kind and have patience and love. I want to love. Those are my goals for 2025, and though some of them are easy and simple and some of them are a little bit harder, I want to make sure that I hold myself accountable to keeping that mindset. So, this is what I'm doing. This is what I've done. This is who I am. And that's all that I have for this year. Thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like watching my videos, please stick around, like, comment, share, and have a great day. Have a great 2025. Let me know some of your goals down in the comments. Let me know some of your wishes, some of the things that happened to you in 2024. And let's just, have fun in 2025. Let's become smarter, better people. Okay, bye. Go away. Go away. You know the deal. Go away. Bye.